Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. So if you've been watching my channel, you know I've been painting these Lightwish calendar pages and I'm on March now and I'm painting them with my palettes that I have set up for the different seasons. So January, February, and March I've been painting with winter. Then I have a spring palette, a summer palette, and a fall palette to paint April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, and December. So, but right now I am painting March. And every Tuesday when we head to choir, the sun has been setting in the west, obviously, and it runs right along the highway that we drive down. And it's been making the most beautiful sunsets with the silhouette of the trees in front of it, the bare trees, a little bit of snow. And I wanted to paint that for March. So that's what I'm going to do using my winter palette. So I am going to start out with the sky, and I'm going to just mark in with water from the sunset up, kind of. Maybe a little bit lower than that. I just want it to do some bleeding. And I'm going to drop in some of my pink and my yellow. I've got rhodonite pink, or rhodonite genuine is what it technically is called. And I have Naples yellow. It's just been gorgeous. And I thought, oh, that would be a good winter scene. That you don't really think of sunsets in the winter, but when they happen, they are so distinctive. They're just because the vegetation isn't there, at least around here. Just dropping in some color. And then I want to use a little bit of my Lunar Blue and Moon Glow as my sky color. And it seems like there's always these low-sitting clouds in the sky, like. So I'm going to add a little indigo or Moon Glow. And drop these in. Let them kind of go to town. Really need to do that all the way across, so we're just gonna blend that one in a little bit. Just blend some of them so they're not so extreme. This is all going to have trees in front of it. Oh, that was way too wet. That was not going to end well. Okay. And now I want to wet this bottom part a little bit. Right in here. That was not right. Just want to get my sky a little further out here. There. And I'm going to take some indigo and some bloodstone and just drop in the brush line that's kind of behind the tree line. Get a little violet. I'm just putting in a little straight indigo just to get a little higher contrast going on there. And now I need to let it dry. Okay, I'm back and everything is dry. I did go iron it to try and flatten it a little bit, but it's still kind of having a little warping issues this time. I think it was because I used a lot of water on this, but it's okay. So I'm going to keep going. And now I want some bloodstone. Just pretty much what I'm going to be doing most of the time now. And I want some indigo. And now it's just a matter of how much water I add. Okay, and I'm going to paint some trees coming up from in front of the tree line. Which I kind of, first I want to do the little blip in front of the tree line. Because there's a whole nother like line. And that's kind of what made it kind of interesting. But I would like for this edge to soften a little. Just to make it interesting. And we should wait for that to dry before we start this. Okay, we're dry. So time for the trees. I'm going to start on the left. Okay, that's pretty much how I want that. What I'd like to do, make a little bit of a halo around these. Just a little bit. But what that does mean is we're going to need to leave it to dry. This one has a lot of drying time, but that's okay. So I will be back when that's dry. Okay, we're pretty dry, so I'm going to go ahead. I've got my brush from Lebanzon brushes, and it makes really interesting marks. And that's what I'm going to use now to do these really little squiggly bits. I know it's hard to see when I use this brush because I use it a lot directly up, and that makes it hard for you to see what I'm doing. I like the little jabby kind of marks it makes. It's very hard to control, and that's why I like it so much. I get very organic marks with it. Okay, so that kind of gives me my wintry sunset look that I've been, every time we drive to Guire, I keep trying to take pictures of it out the window. Um, I'm so happy you joined me today, and I hope you stick around to see the other 9 months. That would be fantastic. And I don't know if this calendar is available or not. We're only like 3 months, just barely 3 months in. You could certainly play catch up because it's kind of a fun thing just to sit down and do every month and just get your calendar painted for the next month. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to, please check out my Etsy shop where I've prints of my artwork, along with cute little monsters and other fun stuff for sale.